YouTube is gonna YouTube YouTube is just going to make me never want to go live again. This is crazy. Okay, I can see the chat now. That's fantastic. Wait, you can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Oh, fantastic. Good. All right, well, that's just my husband trying to help me with this because clearly I don't know what the hell I'm doing on YouTube. The crazy thing is, I streamed live on YouTube one time before, probably about a year ago, and the difference is that I actually tested it before I went live, so that's why I'm late. Just in case anyone does come strolling through, I'm just here for funsies, just to test out going live. I don't know. I usually don't go live on YouTube. I also didn't add any hashtags to this, so people are probably not going to even find it. I'm a mess, but I'm here. I'm a mess, but I'm here. I'm actually still kind of like working a little bit, so I'll just be doing that, and then if anyone comes through, we can chit chat. And I'm gonna figure out how to get this chat into my actual I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm doing. I think this is how I get the chat. I think I have to go to my live stream. Y'all don't even want to know. I had to watch so many tutorials to even get here because, man, it was a process. The server that, not the server, that's the wrong word. The program that I used to go live, I haven't been live in so long. They made a shit ton of updates. Can I say shit? See, I can edit this out when I'm editing videos, but I cannot edit it out on live. They made a bunch of updates, and yeah, when I got on it right now, thinking I was just about to hop on live, it was like, nice try. You're not gonna know what you're doing, so that's why I'm late. But I'm trying to figure out if I can bring the chat into my actual thing here. I don't know. I'm already signed into the chat. How do I sign in? It's all a work in progress. I will figure it out one day. Well, I can see the chat on my side, but I guess y'all can't see the chat, so I'll just... Is somebody mowing a lawn at literally 5:30? Another reason why I don't go live. Oh my god. My husband was just trying to close the window, but actually the windows here are pretty terrible, so it's probably not gonna do much. Okay, well, I'm gonna continue to try to bring up this chat. Actually, I'm gonna re-add the source, because I had to re-add all my damn sources, which is like what the live stream pulls from. Like, oh, this is my webcam, this is what the chat is, this is my mic. I had to re-plug in everything all over again when it's like, last time I left out of here, it was already plugged in. Hey Shantae, hey Dora, how are you guys? I'm just rambling about how someone is mowing their lawn at 5:30 when they've never done that before, but of course today I'm live streaming. Somebody want to be out there mowing their lawn, and how YouTube live stream didn't want to let me be great, so I have to reconnect everything, and I'm struggling because it's been so long since I've been live on here, and it's not as easy as it looks. Like, it's a whole setup process. Okay, bear with me, y'all. I need to connect the chat. I just need to connect the chat, and hopefully next time I won't. I did it live and in color. It's right there. Okay, now how do I edit it? That's crazy that someone's literally mowing a lawn at 5:30. Who does that? I don't know, but we're just vibing, so I guess we're going with it. But anyway, how was everyone's day? Hopefully going better than mine is currently going. I might just have to delete this live stream after it's done, because very, very embarrassing. Oh, the audio isn't out. I turned the mic off because I didn't want y'all to hear the person mowing the lawn. I'm very much still here. I have a mic, so I can just like hit it. And when it's not lit up, that means that the audio is turned off. But if you don't mind listening to somebody mow their lawn, then I will gladly keep the audio on. I just am worried about noise for your purposes, but I got you. I'll leave it on. It's been a very long day, and attempting to go live right now has just made it very much longer. Anyway, I think I finally got it to a place where it looks normal. I don't know. I'm gonna do a lot of work before my next live. I tell you that. I got a lot of work to do before I decide to do this again. But yeah, I know I don't go live on YouTube often. I think I'm gonna start trying to do it more, as long as I don't know. Whenever YouTube is such a platform, like such a involved platform. And a lot of the times when you're just starting out, you have to keep doing it even though like no one's there. So I think I'll continue to go live even if only a few people show up, because shout out to the few people who do show up, and just kind of see where it goes. I enjoy talking to people live as well as making videos, so I figured why not. Oh, you found me doing my Love is Blind live. Yeah, that was a while ago. So I didn't cover Love is Blind this season. I actually ended up getting COVID. So I got COVID mid to late August. And then my mom was in town after that because I was bringing my little sister to see Beyonce. And then it was just so many things happening back to back that I was like, I cannot commit to another Love is Blind season right now. So I didn't cover it. I heard it was a dumpster fire though. I still haven't watched it, but I heard it was like garbage. I don't know. I'll probably end up watching it at some point. I'm going to cover Selling Sunset, which actually starts tonight. I haven't decided if I'm going to watch it tonight or try to do it tomorrow or whenever. But I am going to cover that. And then I think I'll be back on track to start doing like my regular, dating shows, because I do genuinely enjoy those. But there are just so many. It's hard to keep up. I'm like, damn, do I want to cover 90 Day Fiancé? Do I want to cover Married at First Sight? Do I want to cover Love is Blind? I got to cover The Ultimatum. I'm like, I can't do it all. I'm one person. And also, contrary to popular belief, I am very much still a one-woman show. So I script and edit and, record all of this stuff on my own. So I can only do so much. But that's what I heard. I heard I didn't miss much. But just for like the zeitgeist, just to know what's going on in the zeitgeist, I might go ahead and watch it anyway, but we'll see. We'll see. Married at First Sight. You know what? I used to be really into Married at First Sight. I think it was actually something I really started watching back in 2020. It was a COVID watch. Like a quarantine watch. And I watched every single season, much like I did with Survivor, which I'm also covering right now. But I was binging Survivor. I was binging Married at First Sight. And then I found out that is Married at First Sight the one? Or is it another one? No, I'm thinking about 90 Day Fiancé, which is a whole other ballgame. 90 Day Fiancé is the one that has about 25 spinoffs. They have 90 Day Fiancé, 90 Days the Other Way. They have a 90 Days Quarantine, 90 Days Before the Vows. It's like literally like 15 other spinoffs of 90 Day Fiancé. That's another one that I might end up doing. But I don't know. It really depends on... A lot of what I end up doing ends up being what the audience wants to see, aside from these past few months, just because I had too much on my plate after having COVID, and my mom and my little sister ended up being here for a month, and I'm not going to get any recording done with them here. It just wasn't going to happen. But I'm down to pretty much watch whatever my audience and my community wants me to watch. But I get it. 9 times out of 10, people are like, oh, I don't want to really say anything, and that's fine. That's just when I end up covering something that I want to cover. So if there's ever anything you want me to do, let me know. Married at First Sight, is that on a new season right now? Should I wait until it loops back around for a brand new season? You know which Married at First Sight season that I really loved? I feel like it was one of the earlier ones. It was, I forget the woman's name, but the guy's name was Doug. And I remember him because he was the sweetest guy. Let me see if I can find a picture. He was the sweetest guy, but when she first saw him, she was like, oh, like, I'm not attracted at all. And then it ended up that they're still together. Let me see. Sorry, I have a really loud keyboard. I like to hear the click clack. Doug. Yeah, are they still? Yeah, Jamie and Doug. They like had kids and everything. It just started. Okay. All right. Well, maybe I'll check out Married at First Sight and see what's going on with the season. Colorado. Are they still doing the thing where they like go over 1,000 questions with people and try to match them based on the questions, or are they not doing that? I'm gonna write that down though, because I tend to forget. So I'm gonna write down Married at First Sight. I haven't seen it in a long time, so we shall see. Because I can definitely try to work it into what I'm doing if I know that people want to see it. Yeah, they are the OGs. Yeah, they got a whole baby. How many kids they got? Oh my God. Wait a minute. What is she crying for? I don't know if they still together. Yeah, when she saw him, she was like, oh my God, like, I hate him. Damn, they're still married. Their episode was in 2014, yeah. They're like the Cameron and Lauren of Married at First Sight. Like, they made it happen. That's crazy. Yeah, they got 2 little babies. I don't think I can show their babies on YouTube, but yeah, that's crazy. Also, Doug is not attractive. So, I don't know. I don't really know why she didn't like him, but yeah. All right. I got Married at First Sight written down. Let me see what episode they're on and what season. Married at First Sight. Season 17, is that? Wow. Oh my God. Their season was, Jamie and Doug's season was the first season, I think. It said aired in 2014. So that would mean that 2014 is the first season? What? Oh, wow. Okay, so I guess I only ever seen... Wait, why are they not Cameron and... Are you about to give me Cameron and Lauren hate? Her name is Lauren, right? Yeah, her name is Lauren. Were you about to give me Cameron and Lauren hate? I'm bad with names, so that might not be her name, but I know his name is Cameron. Okay, they did start off as a dumpster fire, but they're less of a dumpster fire now. I mean, they still married. You don't feel like Cameron and Lauren are the poster childs for Love is Blind? Because I feel like they are. I feel like they're definitely they're like, when they talk about couples who made it happen for Love is Blind, that's who I think about. Like, they are that couple. And they know they are. They be playing up to it, too. I ain't mad at them for it. I can't be mad at it. How do I get to my live stream from YouTube? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just vibing here. I'm literally just figuring it out as I go, but... Oh, I guess I can just click on the link. Like, shouldn't there be like a My Live situation? I don't know. But yeah, I definitely feel like they are the poster children. In fact, I thought last year they were about to get ready to be the new hosts after that change.org petition went around because of the reunion, but that didn't happen. Oh, you don't feel the same about them. Really? I like them together. I think they're, you know what I like them? Why I like them? I feel like they're kind of like a Beauty and the Beast type. That's okay. Let me be very clear. I'm not saying that Doug is the Beast in the situation, but that's how she saw him. So I feel like that's kind of like, she was like, oh, I fell in love with his personality and now I love him. I don't know. Maybe Beauty and the Beast was not the way to go. I'm taking that back. Please strike that from the live. I didn't say that. I don't need any heat from saying that. I'ma just cut that right on out. Now I have to delete this live. I didn't say that. If anyone out there ever sees this and is a Doug lover, I don't think he's the beast. I think he's great, which I said before. But what else are you watching these days? Because a lot of my time now is spent watching things for YouTube, which I love, by the way. But of course, like sometimes I'm like, I just want to watch something and not talk about it. Or I just want to watch something and not have to make a video about it. So I've been trying to get more of that in, like watching things just to watch them. But I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for November because I'm aiming to keep the month fairly light. Especially because I'm going to be out of town for Thanksgiving and I'm not even going to be able to record because there's going to be a house full of people and people don't want to listen to me saying y'all need to be quiet because I'm recording right now. So I have a feeling that's not going to work for when I'm out of town. And to be completely honest, I don't know. YouTubers might not admit this. I guess I'm a YouTuber. Can I call myself a YouTuber? I don't know. Most YouTubers might not admit this, but when it comes to Love Island is such y'all talked me into doing Love Island USA. It was my first time watching it this past season. That show airs every single day. Do you know how that's what I actually is exactly what I was about to get into. Truth be told, a lot of YouTubers won't say this, but a lot of the times the key to getting your video to rank higher in the algorithm, it's a small percentage, but a lot of the times it's who can get the video up the quickest. And I'm just being honest. And especially when you're a small YouTuber. Of course, if you're a big person in the commentary or the reality TV entertainment space, you can upload a video any time of day. If you have 100,000 subscribers, they're going to watch the video. But when you're small like me, and yes, I am still small because, you know, I'm still working on my engagement a lot. I'm still working on thumbnails. I'm very much still in a learning phase. I've only been doing this for a year. When you are small and you are competing against a lot of established YouTubers and their video goes up and everybody clicks on it, if your video isn't up exactly when theirs is, shortly after or even before, your video is probably not going to get found. So when it comes to Love Island USA, I was over here every single day except Wednesday. I think Wednesday was the only day they didn't do it. And then they was doing unseen bits. I had to watch the unseen bits every single day after work. I'm like, I gotta watch Love Island. I gotta record Love Island. I gotta script. Love Island was crazy. I don't know if I could do 2 Love Islands in a year, but I may commit to sticking to doing Love Island USA. The problem is I can't do them simultaneously. For me, I'm definitely more of a quality over quantity person, and I hope that shows through my videos. I'm taking the time to learn how to edit. You know, I'm trying to get better with editing. I'm trying to keep the videos engaging. And I can't do that if I'm pushing out 20 videos a week. You know what I mean? So there have to be cuts somewhere, and that's why I can't cover every single show. I would love to cover every single show. If I had somebody editing my videos, I probably could do that because I could just record and send it off. But right now, at the speed that I can be, I think the fastest I can get probably like a 10-minute video edited is about 2 hours, give or take. So I can't. I have a full-time job, so I can't cover all the shows at the same time. So that's why I really like to pick one show. But the thing that it ended up being with Love Island too is that it ran for months. It did not stop. I think when I signed up to do Love Island, 1, I didn't realize it was going to be every day. 2, I didn't realize it was going to run for like 3 months. And they just kept going. And then they had the unseen bits, and I had to keep watching those. And then I'm trying to keep up with what people are talking about outside. You know what I mean? And it's a live show, so I have to vote. But I do think I learned some things from doing it, and when the next season comes around, I'll know the show better, so I'll probably be just a little bit quicker with things. And yeah, so we'll see. I'm definitely, the major thing that I'm working on right now is just the community part. I'd say my experience as a YouTuber, the community part is the hardest part. And I know this as being a watcher of YouTube. I don't always like a video that I actually liked. I don't always leave a comment on a video that I might have wanted to leave a comment on. I 100% get that. But on the flip side, as a YouTuber, it's like, I wish people would like and leave comments. You know what I mean? But I think I'm not one of those people that's like, I want to have 50,000 subscribers right now, and I want my comment section to be Mr. Beast level, because that's unrealistic. YouTube is a long game. I tell people all the time, unless you somehow go crazy viral or get lucky, you have to be in YouTube because you enjoy doing YouTube, because it's going to be slow to start, and if you don't really enjoy it, then you're not going to keep doing it. So for me, I'm just in the phase of like building community, getting to know people. That's part of why I'm going to start doing more lives, because I just want to casually talk to people. My videos are scripted. I mean, I'm writing them, but they're scripted so that I can stay on point and don't go off into a tangent, which I'm very likely to do, as you can probably tell from this live. So I want to be able to talk more freely, and lives are the best way to do that. So I don't know. I'll probably try to do these once or twice a month and see how that goes. What's ready to move? Now, see, once a week I can handle. Once a week when, though? Because I'm doing Survivor right now, and that's once a week on Wednesdays. And Survivor comes on at 8 p.m., which is very annoying, because I have to stay up until 8 p.m. and then I have to edit for I have to stay up until 8 p.m., watch the show that's 90 minutes, edit for like an hour and a half, then post it. So if it's not on a Wednesday, then yeah. But I don't know what Ready to Move is. I've never even heard of that. Are you talking about Ready to Love? I've heard of Ready to Love, but I have no idea what that show is about. That's not one that's on my radar, but I have seen other YouTubers cover it. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's nice to know that, you know, people can see the hard work that I put in, because some days I'd be like, I don't want to edit this video, but I'm like, I already said I would. Actually, in full transparency, I just did 15 days of horror movie recs. And, so it is different. Okay, I'm going to have to look into that. Thanks for that. I'm going to write that down too. I just did 15 days of horror season movie recs for the month of October. And my plan was to have all of those videos recorded in the month of August, start editing them in September, have them scheduled and all of that. But then I got COVID and I couldn't record shit. I had a cough for like a month after I had COVID. I couldn't even talk on video or speak on video. So that set me back. And then I was like, I can't even do 15 days now. I was like, I'm going to drop this down to 10. And then I actually think I ended up doing 9. But yeah, I just got to plan better. Well, that's not true. I planned pretty well. I just didn't plan to have COVID. I didn't plan to get sick. And then I've been thinking if I should start incorporating some other types of content, just like sprinkled in here and there. When I first started doing YouTube, I was doing a lot of vlogging, and it was okay. But it's a lot of work, because you got to vlog. You got to record every single day. So I don't ever think I would go back into that unless I did build like a significant audience and they wanted to see it. But I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's other ways that I can connect. Like I said, that's my biggest goal right now, is just to connect with people, and I'm just testing different ways to do that, because if you don't try, you'll never know. Oh yeah, I feel much better now, but for a moment there I was like, this cough is not going away. I was like, I'm gonna have this cough forever. It lingered for sure, and it was a dry cough too. But I don't know, it's I keep telling my friends how embarrassing it is that I got COVID in 2023. Like 3 years after COVID was a thing. Like I couldn't have got it when everybody else had it. So I do shorts for movie recs, but shorts is a different ball game, because technically shorts, you can get a lot more views on your shorts. But again, in full transparency, I'm gonna just be real with you, because other people might not say it. Shorts subscribers are shorts subscribers. They don't equate to long form videos. Attention spans are trash, and I'm sure everybody knows that. TikTok has destroyed attention spans. So if somebody sees a 30-second or 60-second short from my YouTube channel while they're scrolling, they'll subscribe. Like I've actually gotten a significant amount of subscribers from shorts, but they're only subscribing to see shorts. They don't translate into long form video viewers. and they often don't um, translate into people who are going to engage with you because they just want to see a short. So that's the tricky thing about shorts, is that it's like having two completely different audiences. There's not much overlap on shorts people and long form people. Some people can't even sit down and watch a 5 or 10 minute video. That's the reality. And then that's the thing about shorts. Sometimes I feel disingenuous when I'm posting shorts because I know that the subscribers don't translate to actual people who are going to care about your channel. And because that's the drive for me, I'm like, I don't even want to get subscribers from shorts because I'm never going to see them again unless I post another short. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I go back and forth on it. I do post them, but only to try to drive traffic to the long form videos, which YouTube hasn't even given us a way to track yet. So I don't even know if it's working. I'll keep doing it, and then they'll give us the analytics for it, and we'll see. But yeah, shorts is a wild, wild ride. I'm still trying to figure out how to get to my damn live link. Yeah, I mean, it's a reality. I'm not mad about it. I completely understand why it is that way. And even I had to kind of stop myself from scrolling through shorts or scrolling through, well, I don't have TikTok, but scrolling through any of those like short reels because my attention span was getting to be pretty low. And I actually had to recently start, and I didn't want to have to do it. I was naive, and I was one of those people that's like, oh, I can post a YouTube video and just talk and never do any edits and people are going to watch it. But that's not the reality. The reason I started adding like zooms to my videos and like all these pop-ups and stuff is because people won't sit through it otherwise. Like, they just won't. The video can be amazing, but if it doesn't keep their attention, they're not going to watch. And I think that's the part of YouTube that people don't see is, yeah, you know, every once in a while you have a video do really well and it's great and you celebrate that. But a lot of the work of YouTube is learning, constantly learning, looking at analytics, and sometimes getting, you know, discouraged because your analytics aren't good. It's a constant like learning process. Okay, that thumbnail did well. Let me try that again. Oh, well, it didn't do well this time, so let me tweak it again. It's like a constant learning process. So that's the phase that I'm in right now. It's just trying to find out where I fit within all of the things. And, you know, I just hope that people are willing to grow with me. Because I know sometimes things are not perfect, but just remember I'm still learning. I am almost at 2K subscribers, though. But, again, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Because a lot of those people... I actually had a short. I haven't looked at it. Oh, wow. I posted a short the other day because I did a video on Five Nights at Freddy's, which is it was supposed to be a horror movie, but it wasn't. But it's based off a video game that I like, so I wanted to cover it. It just came out in theaters. I did the video. The video is doing decent by my standards, 26 views. But the short has almost 10,000 views, 54 comments, 447 likes. The short is doing really well. So I've had a lot of subscribers coming from that short, but I'll probably never see half of those people again. So at the same time, like, the only time subscriber number really mattered to me was when I was trying to monetize. Because, is your channel connected to this username? I'll check it out. I'll subscribe. The only time that I was really worried about YouTube subscribers is when I was trying to monetize. Because in order to monetize, you have to have 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. I had the watch hours. I was over the watch hours, especially because of that Love is Blind Live. I was well over the watch hours. I had like 6,000 plus watch hours, but I didn't have the subscribers. That is literally the only time subscriber number has ever mattered to me because I needed it to monetize. Once you're monetized, that's it. You don't, even if you drop below the 1,000, you're never going to get demonetized unless you violate some type of guideline. Now that I've already successfully monetized, it's all fine tuning from here. So almost hitting 2,000 subscribers doesn't really mean anything to me because I want to have people who actually, you know, want to be here and want to converse with me and, you know, that kind of stuff. So I'm definitely more worried about the quality of my subscribers versus hitting 2K. I don't even think I'm really gonna celebrate when I hit 2K. I mean, it's the number is nice, but you know what I'm trying to say? Like it doesn't. It just looks good to other people, and when I continue to grow, I want to grow with people who want to be here versus people who just hit subscribe and then, they're like a ghost subscriber. If that makes sense. That was a long way of saying what I already said, but this is why there are a lot of cuts in my videos, because I just start talking and talking and talking, and you would be like, girl, what are you saying? Oh, you only edit them. Wait, are you like an official, like, fancy YouTube editor? Because maybe you could teach me some stuff. It's a struggle out here. I had to learn all new stuff to try to edit these YouTube videos. I said for the longest time that I didn't want to have a YouTube channel. And then, it's so funny. I started trying to do, like, movie recs and movie reviews on Pinterest. And Pinterest is really more of, like, a beauty app, or, like, I'm looking for recipes app. It's not really a place that people go for looking for a TV show. But yeah, that is how I grew. And I think, and that's what I'm saying, that's kind of another part of it, is that it was a very positive thing. Very happy that I happened to be at the right place at the right time. But that's exactly it, right? I was at the right place at the right time. If I hadn't have done that live, I would have continued to grow very slowly, but I would have eventually got there, but slowly. But the downside of fast growth, the upside of fast growth is that you monetize. The downside of fast growth is that you don't get a chance to fine tune. So now you get thrusted into having all these subscribers and you're monetized and people have to watch ads now, but you haven't had a chance to really learn. I was doing YouTube for a little bit under a year when I went live with that Love is Blind live. Yeah, Pinterest is another whole other ball game. I know how to use it now, but it was a learning curve, and for a long time I was not willing to drive on the curve. But I do use it to push to my YouTube videos, but that's the only thing I use it for now. And every once in a while I'll get some hits, but it's not my primary platform, even though I do have it on here. Yeah, the downside of growing too fast is that you don't get an opportunity to learn all those things. Somebody even somebody like a Mr. Beast, right? He's been on a platform for like upwards of 10 years. He had time over time to like post shitty videos. Can I say that on live? YouTube, don't demonetize me because I said that. I think I could say that. But, he had time to like post really bad videos and learn and like started to slowly grow. And then when he took off, he already had some of that stuff. But for me, I was under a year on YouTube when my channel blew up, if you even want to use that. So I was still in the learning phase. I'm still in the learning phase, and that's why things don't be perfect over here. I'm still trying to get it together. So if y'all willing to stick beside me through the growing pains, then we'll be here. But yeah, Pinterest is Pinterest is fun. I actually haven't posted there in a while, so I'll get back around to it eventually. Y'all, my job is gonna be like, girl, are you live on YouTube right now? I'm gonna be real though. I work with a lot of creators, like for my actual 9-to-5 job, so I'm a creator, so I'm just creating right now. I already did my work for today. Yeah, I work with a lot of specifically TikTok creators who are very, very successful people, and I'm just trying to get on a level, but not on TikTok though. I think I'm much better at long form than short form because I like to talk. When I was a kid, oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I try to be. It's hard out here. Sometimes I'd be like, people don't want to hear what I have to say. But the real reason that I ended up starting this YouTube channel, aside from the fact that Pinterest wasn't caring that I was talking about movie recs, and I was just like, I might as well take this to YouTube, is that I'd be watching something, like, for example, on Netflix or something. And then I'd be like, oh, that's crazy that just happened. But Netflix doesn't have a comment section. I can't even talk about it. So I was like, damn, I really love to talk to somebody about this. Who do I have to talk about it? Nobody. So that's why I came to YouTube. I was like, I want to be able to talk to people about the things that I'm watching. And so this channel was born. I do. I have Premiere Pro. I'm an official editor because I have that. I pay for it and everything. But I'm very entry level on Premiere Pro. And I take the long way to edit a lot of stuff. Like, I'm sure there are shortcuts I could be using, but I'm definitely a slow editor, I'd say. I have gotten a little bit faster. You know what takes me the longest on Premiere Pro? Is cutting out the silences. Oh, man. I wish they would create AI to do that for me. Having to cut out all the silences is what takes me forever. I spend like 30 minutes, depending on how long the video is, cutting out silence. I think that's a feature they should definitely add. If they could get that in there, I probably have a much better time editing. Because as of right now, it's not my fave. If I click on... Oh, it does show my live. Now hold on. Hold the hell on. Oh, my connection is excellent, so that's good. Okay, I finally figured out how to get to my live stream. Or beta version. You talk about stuff I don't know about. Oh, the sun is going down. That's why it looks like this. I don't know how to fix that. The sun is going down in my room. So, it might get a little shadowy in here. That didn't do anything. I just moved the camera for nothing. What the hell is text-based editing? See, this is why I need to talk to more people who edit. Because you saying stuff I never even heard of. Never heard of in my life. I'm writing that down too. I got a lot to research after I get off of this live. Beta Premiere Pro. Text-based editing. Anything that can make it easier for me. That's really what I want. I be struggling. Damn, is that what you do? You out here with the... You coming with the facts. These are things I hadn't heard of. Okay, I'm looking into all of that. Wait, is this like an add-on? Like a, what do they call it? Like an extension that I can add to Premiere Pro? Or is this within Premiere Pro? Because that would be amazing. I'm definitely trying to do that. Oh, I can start a Q&A and a poll. I didn't know that. I'm learning so much about YouTube Live. Yeah, I'm such a manual keyboard person. Like, I still hit caps lock instead of hitting shift if I need to make one capital letter. It makes it sound like I'm like, I don't know, my mom or something, but that is what I be doing. I support the stream. Oh, so I can add stuff. Well, let's see. Let's see if I can add. I don't know what tags people use on YouTube for streaming, actually. I should look into that. I should have looked into that before, but honestly, I just didn't have time before I went live. Oh, this looks cute. I'm looking at how this looks like on YouTube. It's real cute. Dora, where are you? That sounded creepy. That's not what I meant. I mean, like, time zone wise, where are you? I'm just curious. Not me asking you where you are. I'm normal, I promise. That sounds like something a not normal person would say. Oh, I am just deeper and deeper into the hole now. I'm just gonna stop talking. How about that? How about that? Oh, I can schedule streams. Okay, this is getting easier. Okay. I should have done some more digging into this. Dora, I promise I'm normal. Please, please don't go tell people I was asking you where you live and all kind of crazy stuff. I'm like, where are you at right now? Stop. No, I'm just curious about time zone. I'm actually always curious because I'm on the West Coast, so I'm behind everybody, as you know. Oh, you in my time zone. We are behind everybody. We in this thing together. We right here together. I was gonna end this live stream at 6, but I'm not because I'm here mad late. I'm here mad late because I couldn't figure it out. I don't know. I'll probably be on for about 15, 20. Okay, can I just say, I can't even tell you the amount of motorcycle noises that I have to cut out of my videos. I live near a main street, not on one, but near one. And these people, and the street is like big, and it's a long stretch without traffic lights. And people just love to speed down the street, and it's like, do I need to hear your motorcycle? Because I'm trying to record a YouTube video over here. They don't care. No one cares. They just want to be loud. But you know that because you live in LA, so you know how people living in the city is different. Truth be told, I want to move to the middle. Like, I literally want to move to the middle of nowhere. I want to get ducked off somewhere. If I could move to the countryside, like, my nearest neighbor is about 15 minutes away. Like, that's how ducked off I want to be. I've had enough of the city life. What you mean? What you mean you surprised? Why? I'm a native. I'm born and raised in LA. I be all over the place. I don't. I be in the house. Mentally, I be all over the place. Every once in a while I do get out though, but yeah, I'm a native. Are you a native? I don't meet too many of us. I'm not gonna lie, I don't meet too many natives. We are few and far between. Is that the saying? Few and far in between? I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. But you know what I was trying to say. I don't meet that many native LAers. What the hell? Oh, that's just YouTube being weird. Oh, that's funny. Oh, no, girl, I'm not from no East Coast. I'm a native LAer, born and raised in the city. Lived in Hollywood for a little bit, lived in Mid-City for a very long time, went to school on the West Side because my mom didn't trust the schools that I should have been going to. I think at one time LA High was my, what are they? Ooh, I ain't been in school in so long. What is it called? When it's the school you're supposed to go to? I don't have children, so I definitely don't remember what that's called. But like, when it's your neighborhood school, my mom was like, you will not be going to LA High. Ship me right off to the West Side. Every day. But no, girl, I'm not. I wish though. That's what I'm saying. I want to move somewhere in the middle of nowhere, like East Coast. I can't do South. I can't do South. It's too much active racism in the South for me. I need my racism quiet. I need you to glare at me from a distance, but you're not gonna say or do nothing. Like that's the kind of racism I like. I don't need you in my face with it. So I can't even probably do too many places in Texas to be real. Unless I was in like Austin or Houston or something. Can't do Louisiana. I wouldn't even do Georgia. Yeah. I'm too accustomed to this LA life. I'm too accustomed to melting pots and going to school with people of different races. I'm not willing to go back in time, you know? Washington State. You know what? I love it up there. I have friends in Oregon. Yep, you just said it. I have friends in Oregon. I know people in Washington State. I did live in Virginia for a little bit, actually. I lived in Virginia for about 6 months. It was cool. Loved it there. It was so green. That's another thing. I think because I did grow up in a city, I just yearn for greenery. And I'm not talking palm trees. I'm talking about I want it to look like I live in a forest. I don't know. Maybe I think I'm like Snow White or something, but when I was in Virginia, I used to love driving down the freeway and just seeing nothing but greenery on either side. When I drive in LA, I see buildings. The sky's blocked by the buildings. The stars are blocked by the smog. I just love that feeling of like being in nature. I don't like camping now because me and bears don't be getting along, but I like to live like in a place that's green. I don't know. I think, the grass is always greener on the other side. And because I grew up in a city, I want to be in the woods. And people who grew up in the woods want to be in the city. That's why everybody moves to LA. They want to be near the beach. I don't care for the beach. I'm allergic to sand. I can't even really be in a beach. I break out if I step a foot in sand. So, yeah, that's not really my thing. But yeah, Oregon would be nice. Although everybody has moved to Oregon now, so it's mad expensive there now. I do Washington State. I can't do Napa. I had a friend who moved to Napa, and she was like, it's giving Jim Crow out here. And I was like, okay. Then I won't be going there. But yeah, I don't know. I do be thinking about where I want to go sometimes. I don't know. Would you ever leave? Like, I feel like a lot of people... Cali's not the kind of green that I'm talking about. I'm talking forest. Like, I want to see a whimsical deer. I want Bambi to be floating by. Well, his mom died. I want Bambi and his mom. I want to bring her back. I want Bambi and his mom to be, like, running in the forest. I don't want, P330 or whatever the mountain lion is called, the one that lives in the Hollywood Hills. I'm not looking for that kind of green. I don't want the mountain lion trying to get me. I want Bambi and friends. Bambi me. I'm not trying to, no. When I lived in Hollywood, I had the neighborhood app or whatever it's called, and I would see so many posts about, just a mountain lion stole my cat. Then what you living here for? Maybe you should live somewhere else because the mountain lions are heavy in this area. Like, we near the hills. I have way too many mountain lion stories. I'm good on the mountain lions. I'm very good on that. Now YouTube's going to be feeding me mountain lion videos. Or I'm going to start getting mountain lion ads. They do be listening all the time. Oops, I don't know what the hell I just typed in, but that's not what I was trying to do. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if there are any... I would love to go to Colorado, I think. I don't know. I'm only saying that because of the pictures I've seen. Colorado might be a terrible place. But snow. Don't you like seasons? When I lived in Virginia, I left right before the snow season started, and I got there right after it ended. So I didn't see snow, but I loved having seasons. I loved that it would be cold, actually. I was in a hurricane. Whatever that hurricane was, that was just 2 years ago at this point, but the hurricane ended up passing right by us, but we still got the winds, we still got the rain. I was like, this is crazy, but at least you can be warned about it. You can get warned about an earthquake. That's another thing. I live in daily fear of an earthquake, and that's been my whole life because I've been living here my whole life. So I want to go somewhere where I can get... Oh, I like to be bundled up. I'm so ready for it to get cold. It's still 80 degrees here. Make it make sense. I'm burning fall candles, but I'm still wearing a bathing suit. Like, it's not adding up. The math ain't nothing. Yeah, I have family in Louisiana, and when Hurricane Katrina happened, it was a whole thing. So I'm way too close to like how devastating it could be, especially when we're talking about the government. Um, so I know that whole side of it, but I just enjoyed having seasons and having real weather, and I don't know. I was there when the cicadas, when they were out. I didn't go out for about 2 months. Those things are loud. Have you ever heard them? They're loud and they swarm, and no, I didn't like that, but I love being on the East Coast. Yeah. I think if I had my choice, I'd either do somewhere like Oregon or somewhere on the East Coast like a Virginia or I don't know. I have no idea what else is on the East Coast. No, New York is a city too. Too big of a city. I need somewhere small. Okay, but here's the problem with Cali. And I don't know if it's the same for NorCal. Maybe even Berkeley. I like Berkeley when I visited that one time, like 10 years ago. Um, the problem with Cali is that it's expensive. I mean, it might just be an LA thing, but we live in an apartment right now, but we very much want to be homeowners. I have never lived in a house. Both of my parents, they're not together, but they both have houses now in as adults, but I never grew up in a house as a kid. It is the only thing I've ever wanted. I wanted to have a house. I wanted to have a yard, and I never got it. So it's really big on my to-do list, if you will. And man, in LA, you need at least a milli. Like, even shitty houses are about a mil. And if I'm gonna spend $1 million, I better be getting some land with it. You know what I mean? That's the only thing that's not even having me think about staying in LA. But maybe NorCal is better. I should look into it because I like it there too. Also, though, it's kind of scary. There's something so final, like so final about having a house. And I realize you can sell it and move, but because I've lived in apartments all my life, I'm like, oh, you don't like the apartment, you just move when the lease is up. But you don't get to just move if you don't like your house. You know what I mean? So it's scary in that sense, and that's why I feel like I'm trying to take my time to make sure I find, I know this doesn't exist, but I find the perfect place as far as location, as far as job opportunities, all of those things. It's so much to think about. So much to think about. I hear the interest rates are crazy. I'm trying to stay away from them, but I hear they a little wild right now. That's what I heard. So yeah, it's a big decision. Hopefully we come to a decision on it in the next year or two, but I don't know. I don't know. It's a tough decision, especially when I start thinking about my job, because my job is very LA. I can only do my job pretty much from a major city, basically. So we'll see what happens. But a lot of things to be thinking about. I know. Oh my God, that's not what I was trying to type. No, that's not what I was trying to do either. All right, I'll look into it later because I don't even really know what I'm searching. But yeah, so once we figure that out, we can start making moves, but it's just figuring out where to go. I feel like even the places that people from Cali were moving, like everybody named Mama from LA moved to Vegas, right? And then they started going into Texas, and then they start moving to Arizona, you know? So even those places now are getting expensive. There's really no winning. So you can't even really get close. You can't even get close to California. Too many people left, and more people will be leaving the more expensive it gets. The only people who are going to be moving here are the people who can afford to live here, or everyone's going to have roommates. Whenever I talk to people who don't live in LA and they're like, oh, like, it's so expensive out there, how do you do it? I have a roommate. I call him husband, but he is a roommate. And everybody I know, most people I know, unless they have a really, really well-paying job, they also have roommates. Oh, I appreciate you saying that. I really do, because sometimes I be looking like, nobody's watching, nobody loves me. But I got to stop that negative self-talk, because I know that it's a journey, and I'm here for the journey. I just gotta start planning better. And that's the reality. I really just gotta start planning better. And hopefully, I can have a solid plan. Like, realistically, I want to start planning for 2024, at least early 2024 right now. But I'm trying to figure out if I want to do Vlogmas. I might not end up doing it full 25 days. I think it's a heavy lift for me at this current time. But I might do 12 days of Vlogmas. We'll see. We'll see what I settle on. I gotta figure out what those videos will be, because I know y'all don't want to see 25 days of movie recs. So I gotta figure out what that setup is gonna be like. But I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. I'm here on the journey. But I do think I'm about to go on a journey to eat dinner, because it's almost 6:20, and I am quite hungry. But I appreciate you so much, Dora, for stopping by. Like, you are the GOAT. Do I have a GOAT emoji? Why can't I sign? I am signed into the chat. Hold on. I got to sign in as a user to send you a GOAT emoji. That's crazy. I'm literally the owner of the YouTube channel. These not even real emojis. These YouTube emojis. Okay. They have the ugliest GOAT, but I'm sending it. This is not the GOAT I was looking for. But that's the GOAT that YouTube gave me. So I got to take what I can get. Thank you so much, Dora. I truly, truly appreciate you. And yeah, thanks for the well wishes and for vibing with me during this first official live stream. And I will be back. I'll be back. I just got to figure out how I'm going to schedule it. But I'm going to go cook dinner because I'm starving. You have a fantastic night. You have a fantastic night, and I will see